It's a very simple book. It captures the imagination, even though you are not. It's a fictional story, but it puts you into the lives and characters of the people involved. So it's very real. Is probably the best way to describe my take on the book.
Well, for me, the book is a very nice, fast-paced book. You kind of pick up when you like. Okay, well, I started reading it when I was waiting for a friend down in the lobby, and I was like, just start reading the book. And for me, I was done in like a day. It's really like a page turner.
The Time to Heal is a very good book. Good for young people. Good for the old as well. I've gone through the book, I've read it, and then I so much enjoy it. So generally, I think it's a book that can be a bestseller, actually.
Shea has really done a fantastic job at being able to captivate my mind and my thought processes. You see, the book is a true fictional representation of the realities of life. I admire the fact that it addresses the very relevant modern day challenges that we face as a nation due to cultural diversity. It calls for the reasons we need to strongly integrate the agents of socialization in the society, bringing together our beliefs, our norms, family institution, political institution, targeting them towards societal development and growth. The very essence of structural functionalism, cohesion that we need in this society. So basically, the book cuts across all this, from the family to the care institution, social institutions like educational, political, and all of that. Narrowing it down for the reasons why we need to come together as one nation to build this nation.
I think it's a book that portrays simplicity in its simplest form. It's got a good storyline and very, very, very attractive to want to keep on reading and reading.
All right. Well, The Time to Heal is an interesting contemporary African novel. It's a rich blend of everyday life and its challenges, and how you actually engage with those challenges and the impact of the decisions that you make as you grow.
It happened to people like us, so you can actually relate to the trials they went through. You can relate to the attitude. You can relate to how they took every situation. So for me, I think it's a very relatable book, which is why I liked it. The story wasn't like out of this world, or something that you could apply to your life and to everybody around you, which is one thing I really, really appreciated about the book.
The audience this book is made for would be what I consider as the current, what I would call the cosmopolitan young person who is involved in a lot of decision making, but the decision making is not just based on himself alone or herself alone, but has to do with people that also have several influences over his or her life. And so, but with the cosmopolitan view, he wants to also make sure that he has a balance in terms of the traditional expectation that people that have influences over him has. And so it's just a mixture of people that are cosmopolitan, but they still want to maintain a certain level of traditional stability within this Nigerian society.
I would say the youth, probably young people, which obviously I consider myself as a young person. So it would be, if I was to put it in an age group, probably between the ages of 20 to 35.
I think A Time to Heal generally cuts across. Everybody can read it and everybody can pick something from the book. Young people can read about it, old people can read about it, and read the book rather. And it's for me, it's that's what makes it special. Like I said earlier, it's very, very relatable. There's a little bit of a lesson and of a story for everyone. You can see that the couple going together, they had issues, and it's stuff. Even young people, even single people that are not married, go through issues in relationships, family, and stuff. So it basically is a book that cuts across ages. There's no, I wouldn't put an age barrier.
Oh my God, when you say favorite character, that's the hero. Not just because of the name, but because there's something peculiar to hero. And then hero is just, when I wake up, read a book again, I just want to read something about hero. His sense of humor, his confidence, and then whenever it is boom, that's, I mean, hero responds to that anytime. So he's just my hero. Any day, anytime.
Wow. Actually love Tolu. Why I like Tolu that she was a good friend. When I say a good friend, she was there all through with her. Thick, thin, joyous moments, sorrowful moments, even till the end, she was there with her. So she portrayed a true friendship, and I think that's what life is all about.
There's so many interesting characters. Okay, for me, apart from Chidi and Toriola, I like Hero. I like Hero because he's, on one hand, he goes, he doesn't believe in God and all that, and then he still comes back to hear more stories. And also for me, it's Toriola's friend. She's a very strong character in the sense that she wants to be a doctor, she wants to be on her own, but she always has to rely on her parents. And also, I think I like, what's his name? Dozier, Dozier. I like Dozier because initially I thought he was a very dubious character, but at the end of the day, he turned out to be a really, really, really nice person. For me, I was really sad when he died. It was a very, very painful day. And I could go on. I like all the characters. I do not like Azuka.
My favorite moment in the book was when Tori got missing. She couldn't find a way home, and she had to go to the local store where liquor and all that was being sold, and the drama that went through, Chidi trying to find her and all that. I mean, it captured the essence of true love in the most simplest way.
The moment it's when Chidi came back to Tree Town. The moment he came, and after their discussion, or rather interrogation, Tori was like asking, why did you leave and all that. And so the moment of the way she actually penned down the fact that Tori welcomed him back and disposed, gave him a warm embrace. It was kind of real. I sort of saw it happening as if they were beside me and I was seeing it real. So I love that moment.
Favorite moment? From a drama perspective, I think it was when the lead lady in the story, Tori, when she came home to find out that her husband had left to go back to his side of Nigeria. I think the way the story shows her as breaking down and how she treated that part was probably the most dramatic part for me. So I think that's the favorite part of the book for me.
Cher has done a very great job. I like a choice of words. It reflects simplicity, taking your mind through from the beginning to the end. And there are no complex language. It's easy to read, easy to understand.
The writer Cher is my sister, by the way. Let me just say that so I can get some of the fame here. Cher is a very fantastic writer. I have read a lot of her books that have been published. Some books that never saw the light of day, which I wonder why they never did. So she's a very special writer, and I'm not saying that because we're releasing. She has a very unique style of writing. it's almost simple and complicated at the same time. And the message is so properly delivered that you're wondering that, oh, I never thought I could do that, or I never thought of it like that. So she's very special. Like, she doesn't, the words are not ambiguous, and the story is not far-fetched. It's something that happens on a daily basis. So I like the fact that she takes a regular life scenario and puts it on pages, and it makes it easy for anybody across the world from whatever religion or background to relate to the story. That's why I like her. That's the major reason why I like her.
For me, I like the author a lot. Apart from knowing Shay as a person, I think she made it very easy for you to read the book. And she's very intelligent. You can see that she's trying to portray everybody in, she doesn't give them too much of a negative side or too much of a positive side. Like Chidi, she gives him a case of, he has his own ideas, but he's willing to give up what he really likes, like his family, and fight for a good cause. And I think I think the word I would use is, the author anyway, I find her very fascinating. She makes it very easy for you to read the book.
The writer has obviously been somebody who has been able to capture history and bring it to modern times. So obviously it's personal. She comes across as somebody who's well versed in the events and times of Nigeria from a social and political aspect, even without really knowing who she is.
And in conclusion, I think it's a book that everybody should read. Like I said earlier, it cuts across every generation. You can find, I remember at some point I was thinking about how Toriola had a right to be angry with her husband, but at the end of the day she was strong. So, well, for me, in conclusion, I think it's a book you definitely want to read. I like the fact that it has spiritual aspect, it has the political diversity, it has relationship part, and the little temptation of how it is when you're not with your partner.